Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. UFC China just wrapped up, and Johnny Walker absolutely shocked long-time fans who have been watching Johnny Walker from the beginning, like me, of course. Johnny Walker, he overcame adversity in such a high level after those two knockouts of Magomed Ankalaev. Like, no one expected him to do what he did to such a up and coming young hungry contender in Zhang Mingyang, and he absolutely delivered in a very unexpected way, because in the first round it was basically I don't want to say a one-sided domination, but it was clearly a round which Zhang did won, and quite easily, I might add. So if you think about it, like what Johnny Walker did, like, after that first round, and the leg kicks that he was landing, which is the thing that got him the knockout. I personally think that the fight should have been stopped way earlier. Harbin was quite slow. Yeah, whatever referee there was, I believe he was very slow, and Zhang, he was just absolutely hurt. The ground and pound which Johnny Walker landed, it was very very dangerous. So more than anything, I'm glad that Johnny Walker did that. In my prediction video, I said that he would absolutely get smashed, and someone did get smashed, and more than anything, I got a slap in the face. Yeah, so this, after the fight, he called out Jan Blachowicz, and I don't think that's the fight that the UFC should make next. I think the UFC should make a fight with, for example, Jamal Hill, because if Jamal Hill still wants to fight after losing back to back to back, after losing back to back from Alex Pereira knocked out, from knockout against Alex Pereira, to then get knocked out by Yuri Prohaska, to then get absolutely dominated across 5 rounds against Khalil Roundtree. If Jamal Hill still wants to continue and still wants to fight, then I think that what was it? Yeah, then I think Johnny Walker is a perfect matchup for him. So more than anything, right now, I really feel bad for Zhang Mingyang, because like throughout the entire card, we had so many good high-level Chinese fighters winning, and Zhang, he just couldn't do it. But more than anything, I do believe he has a bright future in front of him, but he should definitely improve his defense. Yeah, definitely, for sure, because his chin is pretty weak. More than his chin, like his legs, like after Johnny Walker kicked his steps a few times, it was just completely dead. Like he couldn't even walk properly, like after those stiff kicks. So I think this event was very successful, and Johnny Walker is definitely in a very huge turnaround. And in this entire card, we have seen a couple of great performances from, like, Sergey Pavlovich, what is his name? Aljamain Sterling, and of course Johnny Walker. And Johnny Walker, he did something that very few fighters are able to do. Alexander Volkanovski against Diego Lopez, it was a very similar case. Many people, including me, were predicting Diego to win, because Volkanovski, like after getting knocked out twice against Islam Makhachev and Topuria, it was just basically like impossible for us to think that Alexander Volkanovski can even keep up with such a hungry contender in Diego Lopez, and this is a very similar case. So I think, like, after, so I think, like, I think Johnny Walker needs like one or maximum two fights to fight for the title. And even though, like, with Magomed being the champion, I cannot even see how he can win the belt. He might even shock the world. Like with the performance that he did delivered today, I think, like, he definitely has the capability to do something like that. Like that was such a shocking performance from many fighters, because Zhang Mingyang, he has fought in the UFC 3 times before, and all three of them were first round knockouts, including his latest opponent being Anthony Speed. I know Anthony Speed is a completely shit fighter, but it's still Anthony Speed. Like, you have to understand, right? So, anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on this event. You guys definitely make sure to let me know what you guys think. Did you expect Johnny Walker to do what he did against Zhang Mingyang, or did you expect him to completely get dominated, which obviously he did not do. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.